Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn image formation by concave lens. You know very well concave lens is diverging lens. How? Already in the first class I told principal axis, optic center, a parallel beam of light passing parallel to the principal axis. After refraction, they diverge in different directions. Okay, children. So by extending all those, we will get here focus. So in this way we can say concave lens is diverging lens. Okay, this one only first case of the image formation. In the image formation, okay, first of all, that object is at infinity distance. Object is at infinity distance. So where will be the image formed? Concave lens, optic center, principal axis, parallel beam of light rays. Parallel beam of light rays. Just now I told you, they diverge in different direction except the line passing along the principal axis. Okay, these are refracted rays. We have to extend backwards. This is what we call location of the image. Okay, concave mirror always forms, concave lens, virtual and erect image. Virtual and erect image and highly diminished, no, because point size. So the size of the image is point size. These are the characteristics of the image. Now second case, where will be the object? In between infinity and optic center. Anywhere we can place in between infinity and optic center. In between O and infinity, optic center and infinity. Yes, O, this is principal axis. For example, this is a F1, 2F1, F2, 2F2. Okay, I placed the object here in between 2F1 and F1. One ray parallel, it diverges in this direction. We have to extend in this way. Okay, because parallel light always passes through focus only. Second one, through optic center. Through optic center, without any deviation it passes. So this refracted ray and this refracted ray both are coincide at this point only. So this is the location of image. See, same side of the object only image formed. That's why this is also virtual, erect image and smaller size, not highly diminished, just smaller size than the object, and formed in between optic center and F1. That is the location of image. Okay, children, these two cases only for concave lens. Okay, so concave lens is giving virtual erect image. Next, sign convention will be similar. This will be similar as spherical mirrors. So spherical mirrors, what is the sign convention following? Same sign convention will be followed by lens also. So similar to spherical mirrors, sign convention. Next one is lens formula. Lens formula. This one similar to mirror formula. In that mirror formula, 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. Here lens formula, this is relation between f, u and v. Here 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. In the case of mirrors, plus will be here minus. This is the lens formula. Okay, here main important thing is we have to use proper sign convention while solving numericals. While solving numericals, we have to follow strict sign convention. Sign convention already told you, similar to mirrors only. Okay, so before solving a problem, once again we recollect sign convention. See children, u means object distance will be negative. V, in the case of concave, V negative, F also negative. In the convex, V positive, F also positive. The same sign convention, either in the case of mirrors or lens. Mirror or lens, we follow the same sign convention only. So U always F only, either concave mirror or concave lens, convex lens or concave mirror, U negative only. V for concave all negative only, but convex except U all positive. Last concept children, power of the lens. We know convex lens is converging lens, concave lens is diverging lens. Okay nanda? Convex lens has shorter focal length. It has shorter focal length. It has longer focal length. Focal length will be longer because this curve is inwards. That's why space will be more. The same incidence, if you consider here, see, is some extent very less. So it has shorter focal length, it has longer focal length. But here what is happening? By passing a parallel beam of light rays, it converges at longer angles. How? We know very well. After refraction, they pass through at this point. Here the angle will be more. The angle will be more. Okay, the angle of converging will be more. But what happens here? The parallel beam of light, it diverges, no, in this way, in this way. Here, by comparing these angles, definitely this will be less and this will be more. Okay, Nanda? Oh, sorry. Shorter focal length, large angle, large angles. Here, longer focal length, short diverging amount. Okay, Nanda? Once again, short focal length, large angle of converging. Here, longer the focal length, shorter the diverging capability. Okay, short means large, longer means short. Okay, this is what converging capacity and diverging capacity. This is how much converging or how much diverging is described in terms of power of the lens. Okay, for example, if you see an object very closely, it will be blur, no? And if you see distant object, our eyes will feel very relaxation. Is it or not? So then to see very shorter object, by seeing large distant object, we feel very comfortable. Okay, Nanda? So that is based on this converging capacity and diverging capacity only. Okay, here we have convex lens only in our eyes. That is no doubt in that one. So here the lens won't be changed, but just now what I said, if you see very distant, very longer object, we feel comfortable. Long distance if you see means we feel comfortable. But short distance object, then certain limit, and means like this, then we feel discomfort. Okay, here we know very well types of defects of eye. Two types of defects will be there, no? Myopia and hypermetropia. So myopia is short sight, hypermetropia is longer sight. So based on those defects, different types of lens. Different means either convex lens or concave lens we have to use. So the degree of or extent of the degree of converging or diverging will be described in terms of focal length of the lens. So the reciprocal of this focal length of the lens is what we call power of the lens. The reciprocal of focal length of the lens, either concave or convex, that reciprocal of the focal length is what we call power of the lens, P. Okay, so its unit is unit 1/meter. also called diopter. 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 Otherwise, simply write D. Full, if you want to write means small letters only you have to use diopter. Otherwise, single capital letter D also enough. So 1D is equal to 1 by meter. 1 by meter we can write as meter inverse. Okay. So if the focal length of a lens is 1 meter, then the power is said to be 1 diopter. Okay. What is 1 diopter? 1 diopter means if the focal length is 1 meter, then that power is called 1 diopter. Okay, so this is power of the lens and its unit. Here this meter, this the focal length always should be in the meters only. F should be in meters. If in the sums, if you find centimeters, definitely you have to convert into meter. Then only you have to solve the problems. How? Once I will say on.